Alright, time for an update. Since the previous video, I've been doing a couple of mods and updates on the bike, and thought I would let you know this video. So let's start with the suspension. I didn't lower it, but it was adjusted for my weight. Rider weight plus gear. And the sag was set correctly, and now it's actually really good to ride. So I actually recommend everyone who does a build to do it, because you know the stock enduro settings from the factory they just don't work if you're doing stunts and all that kind of stuff. And the other update that I've done, of course, if you watch my previous videos on, wheelies, where I do wheelies and stuff like that, you can actually hear a little squeaking noise from, either the chain or the tire rim. And I found the problem, that was the chain guard. The stock one, it's made from, like a little soft, rubber material, and that actually made it, wiggle a bit, and it made this really annoying noise. So I swapped it with an Acerbis. This is much more harder plastic, and it's orange, so it matches the look. And now we don't have the squealing noise, so everything's fine. Then of course we got a new license plate holder. And this one's, the factory one comes with a black fender type that actually bolts on here, and it continues all the way up here and to the half a section here. Now, basically what happened was I did a lot of 12 o'clock wheelies and sometimes even more, and I started to scrape, the black fender, and it puts really much stress on the orange rear fender. So I had to figure out another solution. Well, basically just take the old one out and put a new one in. This is a bit custom made. We use the original screw holders for this placement here, and then I used a little LED tail light, and this makes it much more, streamlined and more clean looking. So I'm not sure what's gonna happen if I do a couple wheelies. Will this break? Probably yes. I don't know. I haven't tested it yet, but we'll have to just wait and see. And don't get me started with lots of riders that put their their license plates here in the rear wheel well, and I don't like that at all. I just hate the look. The license plate's got to be at the rear. That's just how it is. Old school. Always had it that way, always will be. I get the point that you don't have to scrape, you can only scrape the fender, but it looks so... I've never liked the look, so I'm not going to do it. And then, of course, we have the pipe. Now, this is a Pro Circuit works pipe, so it's the high maintenance one, or I love it when people call it high maintenance. The only thing you got to do is just make sure that you spray with WD-40 after every wash. So I don't know if that's high maintenance. And the plus side is you can do Kamera Niemela, the YouTube channel. He does a lot of great things with these works pipes in his Honda build, so make sure to go and check that out if you want to see some good videos about that. But this is a really good bike pipe because it actually it's a high revving pipe, so do compare it with the Scalvini pipe. And I had the chance, of course, because I owned both pipes, the FMF Gnarly that I had here previously. That was a low bottom end, really torquey pipe, but it didn't give you any power in the high revs. But here's the catch: with a Supermoto bike, you usually tend to, ride it really hard, and that's where this pipe shines. Now, both pipes are really good. But what I noticed with the gnarly pipe was that I have a gearing of 13 and 44, and when you rode it with, you know, lower RPM on the streets, it starts to, you know, shake a bit. You know, it does want to go the whole time because of the low end torque. And so this pipe actually calms it down a bit. So you get, you don't have that much torque at the low end, but go down a couple of gears and just floor it, hit it on the pipe, and that'll sort it out. So this is a really good pipe for, you know, high revs, and I'm really glad I actually swapped it. So no more FMF. Now it's the Pro Circuit pipe with a with a competitor silencer. So this is a really funny combination, but it actually works and sounds really good, so I don't mind. And the plus side is people always say that, you know, it's Pro Circuit pipes are really hard to fit, and that's just total bullshit. This fits like even better than the FMF one, so no complaints there. And the last modification I actually did was the red spring of death, or Pussies likes to say, you know, that it's a red spring of death, but it's just it's a better spring for, you know, hard riding, high revving. So I've heard lots of rumors that people, you know, they always said that, or mentioned that you shouldn't touch the spring in these bikes because of, you know, the fuel injection and stuff like that. That's total bullshit. It only has to do with emissions in Europe, and they don't want you to touch it. But this is basically the same engine as before. You can swap the spring and even touch on, you know, the preload. I haven't adjusted the preload yet, but if you look at Chef Slaven's video, he had one product review of this, you know, the one that you can adjust it on the fly, and that would be quite interesting. But we'll just have to wait and see. It works really good. The red spring works really good with this pipe, so I'm very glad I did update it. I had the red spring in my previous Hasselberg T300, so it's the common choice I always have with these bikes. So there's an update. Hope you liked it, and I'll keep you posted when I've tested, you know, the license plate holder and other things. The bike has now about 40 hours on the tacho, so not that many hours, but no issues either. So if you take care of the bike, it'll take care of you. Just keep on riding hard and make sure to maintain it, and you'll be fine. All right, cheers.